When Christ was on earth, so many people were following him. Many people, like he has enough followers. People trooping in into his teaching ground. But you find out that most of them that is following him not because they love him. They are following him for what they will gain. Because most time he feed them. Most time he does miracle. Okay, those miracles Christ we are able to perform, healing the sick, opening the eyes, the deaf, the dumb, okay, casting out demons, made a huge impact in his discipleship. To an extent that many people wanted to stay with him. Some doesn't want to go. Some finished learning. Okay, let's watch what the Bible has for us. Okay, Luke chapter 14, verse 25. He said to the multitude, if you want to follow me, if you want to be my disciple, you must first reject your mom, your dad, your brethren, your sisters. In fact, you will deny your own self. I don't know whether you are following. You will deny yourself. Do you know what it means by someone denying himself? Leaving your comfort, denying your beauty, setting ablaze that which make you fine. Those wings as boss, you back it down, you bring it down. Ordinary usher in the church will mend you without your suit. Do you get? Denying yourself when you come to the church, irrespective that you are CEO, in fact, that you brought the money in which they used to build the church. Ordinary usher who works in one restaurant will order you around. Do this, do that, stand here, sit here. It is denial of oneself. But today, in our church, today of Christianity, we carry those which that make us big, those titles that we bear all into the church. Those omokachi, those names, front seats are for those people. There are ways in which a Christian is being known for. There are dressing code, there are pattern. Jesus is a pattern man. There are pattern that is set aside for us to follow. For us to follow. As a Christian, you no longer own yourself. Bible made this clear in Proverbs chapter 5, verse 3 to 4. That the mouth, the lips of a harlot is like a honeycomb. It drops like a honeycomb. You know what honeycomb is? That which carries honey. That place, bees, drops their honeycomb. It is sweet when they talk, their lips. In fact, their mouth drops like oil. In chapter 4, in verse 4, it says, but at the end, it is bitter like warm tree. It is bitter. When they deposit what they have, you know the real person. It is in your attitude people will know you. It is by your actions that people will know who you are following. Are you of the harlot? Are you of the demon? Or are you of the God? You can't tell me you're a Christian and you still maintain your old ways. I went and bobbed my hair. Cut. But before I bobbed this hair, I had a battle within myself. I don't know. I came up with a thought. He said, do you think that you look like a preacher of Christ? Do you think? And I answered that question within myself. I said, no. It must start from appearance. You must carve down, you must purge down, you must squeeze out those things that made you fleshy. Are you ready to follow Christ? That is the question. But you cannot follow whom you don't love. Bible say, if you love me, keep my commandments. He didn't say if you like. It must come from love. It must come from your being. Your subconscious life must have yearn for Christ. It must be thirsty. You must hunger for Christ before you can follow him. You can't just start following Christ. Something might make you follow Christ. Conditions might make you follow Christ, but on the wrong ground, you withdraw. I will not lie for you. I won't lie for you. So many things can make you follow God, in which, if you follow him on that particular corridor, if you follow Christ through that corridor, you will not mend those your attitude. You still you still go to church and come back and still go to Bedibia. Yes. You still go to church and come back and still show people shege. You still go to church and come back and still eat people's money. It shows that God have not punished you. There are ways of the harlots. There are ways of the Christians. Karaba. Bible says in Galatians chapter 5, verse 16, that you must walk in the spirit so that you cannot fulfill the ways of the flesh. Flesh has its own way. Harlots has their own way. Christians has their own way. Walk in the spirit. Christianity is not just a program in a religion. I tell people, Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is a lifestyle. If it is a religion, you just do it and come out of it. Yes. You just keep the religious rules and come out. But since it is a lifestyle, you live it. You can't depart from your lifestyle. There is a government system that governs that governs Christianity. Love. No matter the pain, you ask for mercy. Even the person that offended you, we know that he offended you, but you did want to ask for forgiveness. Have you reached that level? Okay, you are still growing. If you love me, keep my commandments. If you must follow Christ, okay, on the story I was telling you, I barb my hair and came back. So many people were asking me, Chimeze, why do you barb your hair? You look good on the hair. You look this on the hair. I know, but it doesn't tell who I follow. Yes, carrying such hair is good for me, but it doesn't show that I'm pointing Christ. It is ways of the world. It is ways of the earth. Remember, we are living on earth, but we are not of the world. We are in the world, but we are not of the world. So you must maintain the ways of the person which that calls you. You must maintain his ways. Modesty. Modesty. If you still has the hunger, if there is hunger in you to follow Christ, it must affect in your ways of dressing, your dressing code. It must affect the ways in which you use your tongue. It must affect the places you go. You apply modesty. We call it modesty. Modesty in your dealings. This is to tell you that Christian life is a lifestyle. It's not something you just do for doing sake. No. If you must follow Christ, modesty must be your number one word. Your dressing code, how you talk, how you walk, places you go. You don't indulge yourself in silly words. something like make I die. You see, it's no longer your tongue can no longer suffer. You didn't exercise that you don't know. In as much as you call yourself a Christian, a believer that has been baptized by the Holy Spirit, you have to be disciplined and allow Holy Spirit to lead you. Walk in the Spirit. You Galatians, walk in the Spirit. You friends, walk in the Spirit, so that you can no longer fulfill the ways of the flesh. Galatians 5:16.